Hey, what's up, boys? So today we're going to be. First of all, I want to apologize for not uploading that much. I've had a lot of stuff to do on the side, so I apologize if I haven't been uploading that much. But hey, we're back. So we're going to be looking at this video. It's titled "10 Celebrities Who Went Viral for Disturbing Reasons." Um, about this, we already see the one on the thumbnail. You already know what happened there, but if you don't know about it, you're going to find out in this video. So let's get into it.
You didn't do right by me. You didn't do right by me, man.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're diving into celebrities who became the focus of extensive coverage by the press and/or internet for their unsavory, inappropriate, or downright bizarre actions.
This camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh yeah, I got kicked out of show business.
People aren't always who they seem. That certainly was the case in 2020 when famous Hollywood comedian Ellen DeGeneres went viral for all the wrong reasons. Ellen's talk show was known for promoting kindness and positive vibes, so it was quite jarring when employees revealed that the show was riddled with intimidation and discrimination behind the scenes.
I am so sorry to the people who were affected. I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show.
While senior managers and executive producers were mostly blamed for the toxic workplace culture, DeGeneres wasn't entirely.
I've heard about this story, and it's one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Basically, she was angry at a person because that person served her food with kind of chipped nail polish, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that an issue? Like, I can see that, but why would you make such a big deal out of it? Like, it's something that's so small, and you're ballooning it into something it doesn't even need to be that big, basically. And yeah, it was like it made people realize that, you know, the shiny veneer she has on in front of the cameras is very different from the person that she is behind the scenes. So yeah,
left out. A viral Twitter thread, which had over 2,600 replies, exposed stories of her alleged meanness, sparking widespread backlash. DeGeneres' reputation as the face of kindness took a big hit, and the "Be Kind" motto now carries a bitter irony.
Yeah, y'all heard I was mean. Everybody heard that I was mean. Everywhere I go, I know everyone's heard that I'm mean. I know when I walk into a restaurant, people are watching, waiting to see if I'll be mean.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. After their divorce, Hollywood stars Amber Heard.
oh okay, I get it. I was like, why is Johnny Depp on here? But yeah.
And Johnny Depp became embroiled in dramatic legal battles that aired their dirty laundry to the public. It all started in 2018 when Heard penned a Washington Post op-ed implying that Depp had abused her without naming him. He sued her, sparking more dramatic lawsuits that shook the internet, especially in 2022 when they both took the stand.
I think we've all been through a number of things ultimately. Maybe yours didn't turn into a soap opera, televised in fact, but we all experience and go through what we go through.
Their court cases revealed shocking details about their relationship, which painted one as manipulative and abusive and the other as a short-tempered person with substance issues.
It is important for me to say I never chose this. I defended my truth, and in doing so, my life as I knew it was destroyed.
I hate that term, man. Defend, live your truth. Maybe it's because I don't understand it, but I don't like that term. It just comes off as Hollywood, like something like a Hollywood star would say in a PR statement. You know, it's something that it doesn't feel like something a real person would say. You know, like. But hey, that's just me. So.
The public couldn't get enough of the riveting drama, with various people siding with either Heard or Depp. Now that it's over, the damage to their careers and public image is undeniable.
Look around you first before you start passing judgment on someone that you have no idea what that person has been through, who they are.
Logan Paul. While in Japan in 2017, popular YouTuber Logan Paul triggered widespread outrage with a stunt that crossed the line. Known for his provocative stunts and slapstick comedy, this
And yeah, this is the apology video. First of all, he didn't even know he wasn't supposed to be in there. Like, he wasn't supposed to be in that forest, right? And looking at the name of the forest, you know it's not going to be YouTube friendly. Like, you know, a lot people are not going to look very kindly on something like that. So why in the world would you go into a forest that has all of this negative connotation and film it? That for me, it's like, it made me think like a lot of people just do a lot of weird things just to get clout, and in a very fucked up way it worked, right? Because look at him, he's in the WWE now, right, putting on good matches, and he has this he has all of this stuff that he's produced, like Prime, right? He's produced Prime, which allegedly is not healthy, but that's not for me to say. I've never had it. But yeah, like, a lot of people do a lot of fucked up stuff to get views and to go viral, and I think that culture is very, very toxic. It causes a lot of people to die, it causes a lot of people to get harmed, and I think, do I think it's going to stop? No, I'm just airing out what I think about it. So yeah.
Social media star went too far when he uploaded a video of a man who had just taken his life.
None of us knew how to react or how to feel. I should have never posted the video.
To make things worse, Paul seemed to make light of this alarming situation while filming it. The video went viral quickly, racking up 6.3 million views, leaving many appalled by his apparent insensitivity.
Saying, quote, taking time to reflect, no vlog for now, see you soon.
Under heavy criticism, Paul deleted the video and offered a public apology, but the damage was already done. In response to the news, YouTube cut some business ties with him, which must have hit his earnings hard.
You let your kids watch my stuff, and they go, yeah, what am I going to do? But at the same time, it's not like I'm a bad guy. I am a good guy who made a bad decision.
Sean P. Diddy Combs. This music mogul has seen his fair share of controversies throughout his 30-plus years in the industry, but
it's so crazy that his name is now synonymous with the term PDF file, right? Like, it's crazy how, you know, something that you built, or this giant legacy that you built, can be destroyed by vices, you know. It really is like sad to see, because, you know, it's not just him who's getting the bad PR, so is his family, you know, so is the people around him, people associated with him, you know, who may not even be guilty of the things, like they may not even be associated with him in the way that they kind of they engaged in that kind of illegal behavior, you know. A lot of them are getting bad PR, you know, so it's really crazy how just one small thing that has plagued you throughout your whole life can destroy everything you built. Just one small thing that has been, you know, may destroy everything. Same with Vince McMahon, same with R. Kelly, same with Drake, right? All of this stuff that has happened, it has with Drake, I don't, it's destroyed his reputation, but I don't think it's destroyed his career per se, but that's another topic. But hey, the message behind this is, you know, get straight before you get to the top, you know. Get straight before you get to the top. Like, you fix your issues first, right? Because a lot of these people, they got a lot of these people just got famous. They just got famous, like, without ever looking at themselves and really probing themselves and fixing all of the internal issues before they got to the top, you know, where like every small mistake you make is broadcasted, right? So yeah, it's crazy, man.
Public's perception of Puffy Daddy officially changed in 2023. 5 years after their breakup, Cassie Ventura took out a lawsuit alleging that Combs committed various forms of abuse.
Disturbing new video appears to support some of the accusations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
We want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic.
While this would be settled out of court, Combs faced another lawsuit from producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who made similar accusations of abuse. Ventura's claims were further backed up by video evidence in March 2024.
He has not been arrested or charged, though he is named in multiple assault and trafficking lawsuits.
Diddy's downfall reached a boiling point the following September when he was arrested and indicted on multiple charges, most notably racketeering and sex trafficking.
He says, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office."
Although Combs pleaded not guilty, the mountain of accusations against him has possibly tarnished his reputation forever. Kanye West, the Yeezy designer, is no stranger to controversy. But in 2022, he went...
I didn't expect to see Kanye, but yeah, yeah, I can understand why he's on here. I can understand.
viral for one of the most damaging scandals of his career. During the Yeezy Season 9 fashion show in Paris, West was spotted wearing the White Lives Matter t-shirt, which ignited outrage across social media.
So many folks are trying to excuse Kanye wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt as just a troll move or marketing, but it's a dangerously dumb message to send for someone with his massive platform.
As if this wasn't enough, he followed with a tweet filled with hateful anti-Semitic rhetoric, leading to more backlash. The tweet was immediately removed and both his Instagram and Twitter accounts were restricted.
As a black person, what you just said was a statement. You're trying to say that there isn't a collective, over 50% of the executives in Hollywood, the CEOs, are Jewish.
Celebrities, including his ex-wife, condemned his aggressive and hateful slurs. The fallout didn't stop there. Major brands cut ties with him. The famous rapper's net worth reportedly dropped to $400 million, taking him out of his billionaire.
Which is so crazy, bro. Like, this dude lost so much money in a day. That would... One thing... You can say whatever you want about Kanye, right? You can say whatever you want about him. But the guy keeps coming back, right? He, like, very early into his career, the dude got into an accident, right? His face got fucked up. He had to wear a wire, right? He didn't have to wear a wire. He had like a wire inside of his jaw, right? And he had to rap with that. Like, he rapped. He made the song Through the Wire, I think, with the wire in his face, which is just crazy. He's come back from some of the most damning situations you could imagine, right? Losing all of that money, and he's gearing up to drop an album now, right? And people are very anxious. Anxious isn't the right word. People want to hear what he has to say and the songs he has to. They want him to go back to being the old Kanye, right? You can say whatever you want about him, right? The stuff he's done, horrible, right? The stuff he said is horrible. But the guy keeps coming back, which is something you can't say about a lot of artists. So you have to give him that, right? He keeps coming back.
In air status.
Kanye West, he is digging in, issuing a non-apology apology in a new interview after his anti-Semitic, anti-black comments.
Michael Jackson. In 2003, American pop singer Michael Jackson and minor Gavin Arvizo were seen holding hands in a documentary, reigniting public interest in a previous controversy from 1993. Months later, Michael Jackson was arrested following serious allegations made by Arvizo. The case went to trial and lasted for approximately 4 months, ultimately resulting in Jackson being acquitted of all charges. This wasn't the singer's first rodeo with such allegations.
After a while, I realized there was a pattern. Every 12 months, there was a new boy in his life.
In 1993, he denied similar claims, but later reached a settlement for around $23 million. It's been years since Jackson died, but he continues to be the subject of a series of sexual allegations.
It's a tough thing for people to wrap their heads around.
It's safe to say the king of pop's legacy may never be the same again.
It's all a big seduction. So do I blame them? I'm still working on it.
I'm trying to... I don't know if this is the right situation, or I have like a couple of mixed... I have a lot of mixed situations in my head. But this guy, I'm sure... this guy... I think he said it was false. I'm not sure if that's true. Like, you can fact check me on this. Feel free to fact check me on it. But I think he apologized. Like, he ended up saying it was a lie. But I'm not sure. I don't know if this is it, or I'm thinking of like Emmett Till or something else, right? Don't ask how I got those two mixed up. I don't know how, but with this, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can fact check me on it.
Mel Gibson. The beloved American filmmaker and star Mel Gibson has faced his fair share of controversies that have deeply affected his reputation. In 2006, Gibson was arrested for DUI, an incident that exposed an ugly side of him.
Gibson today admitted making anti-Semitic comments on the night of his arrest.
During this arrest, he allegedly made aggressive and anti-Semitic remarks toward the arresting officer. Although he later apologized for his bizarre actions and hateful comments towards the Jewish community, his image was further eroded by yet another controversy.
I am not a bigot. Hatred of any kind goes against my faith.
In 2010, a phone conversation surfaced online in which Gibson could be heard making abusive remarks toward his then-girlfriend, Oksana Grigorieva. There were also reports that he physically abused her.
It could be quite terrible because this whole case could turn into a gossip story rather than assuage from what's important here.
Though he later bounced back from this, the public adoration he once enjoyed may never fully return. Donald Trump. Just a month before the 2016 presidential election, the 45th president of the United States went viral for his horrific conversation with Access Hollywood host Billy Bush. In this obscene discussion, which happened in 2005, Trump boasted about his ability to harass and grope any woman because of his celebrity status.
At least you can say the Trumpster doesn't give up.
That's right.
Right?
When this news leaked, public opinions flew, with many bashing Trump for his crude words. The then presidential candidate later admitted he was wrong and apologized for his lewd remarks.
Donald Trump is president of the United States. That must be a thought that has crossed your mind.
I can acknowledge that the irony is glaring.
Despite this October surprise, as this issue is infamously dubbed, Trump went on to win the 2016 election. However, this tape was used later on as evidence in a sexual abuse and defamation trial, in which he was found guilty.
There were 7 other guys present on the bus at the time, and
Which is crazy that a convicted guy, a guy who's been found guilty of certain charges, can ascend into power. I think that's the same thing that happens with us in Kenya. We have a president who has been to Hague, literally Hague, you know, like the ICC. He's been to the ICC and he became president. People chose him to become president. I'm not going to get too political here, but it's crazy how stuff like this happens, you know.
every single one of us assumed we were listening to a crass stand-up act. We now know better.
R. Kelly. For a long time, famous pop star R. Kelly was the subject of serious allegations, but managed to escape major legal consequences.
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Then in 2019, the documentary Surviving R. Kelly brought renewed attention to these claims. Following
I see a great future for you. Overseas trips, business success, and irresistible to women.
Whoa, all that from my hand?
Not this hand, love. That one.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Following this, more of this famous artist's dirty secrets and predatory behavior began to come to light, including his strange relationship with Aaliyah. He was later arrested in 2021 and 2022 and convicted on multiple charges related to sexual misconduct involving minors, making him into a monster.
I couldn't stop the tears. I said, they got him. And it was such a surreal moment. We were screaming through the phone. I was crying. I was so happy.
As a result, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Due to these allegations, he was dropped from RCA Records and denounced by former colleagues. Well, it was a long time coming.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly, you do. When I listen to you, it does sound like you're playing the victim card.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Speaking of which, if you like the video, because if you've watched this far, you obviously like the video. That helps get the video out there and more people to watch it. Because I don't know if it's the subject matter, but the other videos I've produced, the other videos I've made haven't really been getting recommended to people. So like the video.
For occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Harvey Weinstein. This is by far the most startling celebrity scandal and an obvious fall from grace. In 2017, over 80 women accused the film producer, Harvey Weinstein, of sexual assault via a New York Times story.
In response to the New York Times article saying he was raised in an earlier time when the rules and behavior about workplaces were different. He followed that with an apology, saying that he had, quote, a long way to go.
It turned out these atrocities had been going on for decades. As soon as the story broke, Weinstein was fired from his company and other professional associations severed ties with him.
No one should be afraid to speak out or coerced to stay quiet. The company thanks the courageous individuals that have already come forward.
As more of his victims came forward, the scandal led to Weinstein's conviction in 2020. The impact was so huge, it sparked a social media movement that encouraged women across industries to share their own stories. Even though the disgraced producer apologized, his legal troubles aren't over. There may still be more skeletons in his closet.
After he was convicted on Monday on 2 felony sex counts, the 67-year-old is expected to be housed at the notorious New York City prison, Rikers Island.
Which of these scandals shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments section.
Right now, I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement.
That is that is crazy, bro. That clip without context is just fucking terrible. Looks terrible. Yeah, this was an awesome video. Again, it's crazy how celebrities' lives come crashing down like this, like their reputation comes crashing down like this. My hypothesis is a lot of these people end up just getting thrusted into the limelight, and all of a sudden every single thing they do is publicized. Everything they do is publicized, right? So I think that's a big problem, because these people, right, they make mistakes. Some of them are more like just egregious and heinous than others, but they're people. Some of them make mistakes, right? Some of them do things that they're not supposed to do, but they're humans and they're supposed to be learning, right? It makes these people more prone to mistakes, right? Because they're human beings, they make mistakes, and theirs are a lot more publicized than others. So other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace.